Special program in journalism industry immersion in various media platforms. 43 participants from the Ilocos region to the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao participated in this activity. The SPJ Industry Immersion aims to do the following. 1. Update the participants with the latest journalism trends and practices in various platforms. 2. Immerse the participants on how media-based industries operate and produce news and journalistic outputs. And 3. Is to harvest best practices from Pioneer SPJ Implementing School through benchmarking. As part of the immersion, participants did classroom observations. At the Marcelo H. Del Pilar High School, our group observed radio broadcasting for grade 9 process. The subject observed was journalism, in which the topic is sound effects along infomercials. It was observed that the teacher utilized collaboration, ICT integration, and small group discussion. As for the discussion of the topic, it was done mainly through question and answer. As for the quality of activities were seen to be knowledge-based, and reflective approach was also done. It was also observed that one of the most interesting part of the lesson was when the students were made to perform their own infomercials given the time, which is only 10 minutes. With the use of multimedia, the teacher was able to utilize her time efficiently. However, rubrics should have been provided so as to guide the students while they do their presentation. And although there were technical problems in the beginning, but the teacher managed to troubleshoot such problems. Another classroom observation was at the Eugenio Lopez Jr. Center for Media Arts Senior High School. At ELJ, the class observed was grade 12 excellence in the subject Media and Information Literacy. The topic was text and visual information. Similarly, the teacher utilized ICT integration and small group discussion in her topic. Activities were also knowledge-based, and the teacher also utilized multimedia presentation in her lesson. What is observed in both these classroom observations is that we can never undermine the value of being able to utilize multimedia in the presentation of topics in journalism or any other subject related to it. Industry immersion was also done, where participants looked into the operations, trends, equipment, issues, and other concerns in these industries. In line with operations, all 5 media industries show that they have varied media platforms which cater to the perceived needs and interests of the consumers. The operations undertaken in each of the media industry also show that indeed journalism is a process. In line with journalism trends, it can be observed that journalism has now taken a new form and has evolved from traditional to digital. Aside from such evolution, journalism has also adopted media conversions. On the other hand, in line with equipment and facilities, it was observed that indeed even these have undergone constant changes. In fact, as media platforms grow, so does the demand for equipment and facilities. In all 5 media industries, similar concerns and issues were raised. 1 is to stay relevant as media landscape changes, and 2 is to keep abreast with such changes, especially in the emergence of the internet and the development in computer and mobile devices. In general, in the industry immersion in varied media platforms, we see the need to always update ourselves with the trends and innovation so the journalism we teach to our children will not be obsolete. Another insight gained in this activity is that, as special program in journalism implementers, it is significant that we are able to establish private and public linkages so as to improve our implementation of the program. And as we partner with these media agencies and industries, we can further develop our curriculum and instruction. Moreover, such partnerships may provide support in the provision of various materials and equipment needed for the program. As these best practices are adopted in every SPJ implementing school, there is also a need to develop an assessment tool to properly evaluate whether these programs, best practices, or what have you, are actually effective. As a public secondary school, indeed there might be difficulties and problems, especially when it comes to the provision of equipment and facilities needed in the implementation of the program. But as they say, it takes an entire village to teach a child. Thus, strengthened linkages with other external partners and stakeholders may provide us with such equipment or facilities needed. As well, empowering journalism teachers is a very good tool in order to achieve the objectives and goals of the program. At the end of the day, what we gained and built out of this immersion is the relationship between and among individuals and entities who or which may help us in properly and effectively plus successfully implementing special program in journalism.
As long as the stars shine down from the heaven, as long as the rivers run to the sea, I'll never get over you, getting over me.